of Nigeria on recent developments in the Nigerian Senate involving the Senate President, distinguished Senator Godswill Akpabio, GCON, and Senator Natasha Akpoti. All protocol duly observed. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, esteemed leaders of civil society and non-governmental organizations present here today, I welcome you all with deep appreciation following a period of internal appraisal. Over the past months, we have been actively engaged in strategic assessment and intervention that did not require public or media exposure. However, recent developments compel us to speak up and issue a strong advisory regarding the renewed controversy surrounding the crisis in the Nigerian Senate, involving the Senate President, His Excellency Godswill Akpabio, GCON, and Senator Natasha Akpoti. This matter regrettably became over-politicized, and every dictum and ari now claims an opinion, often misformed or exaggerated. We are not here to delve into the allegations, the defense, and counterclaims. Rather, our objective is to call for restraint by all stakeholders, state and non-state actors, alike, to avoid rekindling a divisive and distracting saga that had previously disrupted the smooth operations of the Senate and was exploited by political actors for vendetta and blackmails. We wish to remind the general public that these issues are already before competent courts, with attorneys representing both parties. It is therefore highly prejudicial for any to make pronouncements that may preempt judicial outcome or mislead public opinion. In light of recent media exchange and the statement attributed to Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, which appear to defend Senator Akpoti, and in view of the widely speculated plan for a pro-Natasha protest, we are compelled to make the following key points. 1. Judicial respect. Since the matter is sub judice before the competent court, it is inappropriate and prejudicial for any to pass judgment or make conclusive public statement. All parties must allow the judicial process to run its full course. 2. Political exploitation. This issue has become a political tool for opportunists and opportunistic actors to exert pressures on the leadership of the Senate and disrupt its functioning. We strongly discourage all exploitative conduct. 3. Call for peaceful resolution. We urge all parties to exploit an amicable, possibly out of court, resolution. Prolonged legal battle serve as distraction and consume valuable time and resources. 4. Avoidance of protest. Given Nigeria's current fragile state, as clearly evident in the situation in Benue State in particular and other parts of the country, any protest risks being hijacked and leading to disorder or destruction. We firmly advise against mobilization that will escalate tensions and likely to result into breakdown of law and order. 5. Appeal to statesmanship. We call on respected national figures and other statements to exercise restraint and avoid inflammatory remarks that may worsen tension or deepen divisions. 6. Civil society responsibility. We urge all civil society organizations and non-governmental organizations to stay focused on national development and resist being used by political interest to incite unrest or destabilize the polity. Nigeria is mourning the dead. Any aggrieved individual can take this opportunity to vent angers. Conclusion. We call on the judiciary to handle the ongoing cases with the highest standard of professionalism and objectivity. A forensic and evidence-based approach is essential to ensure justice is served on all sides. Finally, the National Civil Society Council of Nigeria will not hesitate to sanction any of its members found to be involved in protest or activities that led to violence or destructions of lives and property under the guise of civil agitation. As the watchdog of society and the conscience of the people, we remain vigilant and we will act swiftly to prevent any descent into chaos. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and thank you for your attention.
Simple and clear. We believe and thank God for the recent speech of Mr. President that believes in the right that is protected by democracy to protest and even make comments. But then, at both ends, these rights can best be protected by the judiciary. Whether we like it or not, whether their judgment has favored you or not, because I'm sure that is what will determine your impression about them. They still remain the last hope of the common man, and they still remain the arm of the government that is mandated to amicably and legally resolve issues. Hitting the polity unnecessarily is distracting. Before someone may ask that why is protest or agitation, how is it distracting the National Assembly? Let me quickly refer you to two situations. When the agitation started, the abductee went for one recess. Again, they are supposed to resume yesterday. They are supposed to resume plenary yesterday. One way or the other, of course, they won't tell you this, but let us be sincere. One way or the other, they are not resuming now. It is not next week. These are distractions on their duties. And who suffers? They say where two elephants fight, the grass will suffer. Who suffer? They are out of duty. It is the common man. Who knows how many pending and very important bills before them now that they will not attend to this week? Of course, you know, if you ask what are the why are you not resuming, you know they can give you 1,001 reasons. But you and I can reason as well that yes, they need to put their house in order. So not putting their house in order is distracting. And it is the common one that is suffering. Furthermore, we are not saying protest is not your right. We are only saying that we should be forward thinking. People of North Central, especially from Benue, and at large, the entire Nigerians are aggrieved with what happened recently in Benue State. Many of them have left their domain. Who told you that some of them are not having in Abuja? And now they start to call for protests. It will be an opportunity. That protest will remind them of their fresh wound, and it will likely be taken out of order. This is why we are appealing that for now, please let us shelve the protests on this matter. We know the tensions it has generated. They are already before the court. There's no need for us to serve as judge here. It is not your protest that will influence the decision of the court. The decision of the court will be influenced by the evidence before them. We are therefore appealing to all our member organizations to think along this line, ultimately for the protection of the unity, oneness, and peace in Nigeria. While urging judiciary, we always have believed in them, and again, we know that they will do justice to this. We are only saying that they should also do it as expected with utmost integrity so that justice can be served to both ends. Also calling on the actors, if you choose to involve actors now, since one can be feminine and the other one can be masculine, the actors and the actresses should prioritize Nigeria interests in all of these arguments, in all of this accusation and counter accusation, in all of these allegations and counter allegations. They should prioritize the interests of Nigeria as we are preaching it here, by making sure it reflects in their actions and inactions. The tension is of no benefit to the masses. Unfortunately, they have their way of remotely controlling the masses to take side. We have seen pictures of when they were best of friends. So if otherwise today, why should it be our headache? But it is our headache because that is who we are, and because they are our leaders. So we are appealing to their conscience to prioritize the interests of Nigeria as a nation and the interests of Nigeria as people. Thank you so much.